God gave us all gifts, so go and be great, gentlemen. I realized that for me, I've got a couple of gifts. There's interests that I have that I was suppressing, and it was just out of fear of judgment and rejection. And I know a lot of guys go through this because, of social media and people's perception in general. But social media has put a magnifying glass on everything that everyone does because there's camera phones everywhere. You step out your house, you're probably being recorded by someone from somewhere, even if you know you can't see it, because that's just the nature of the world we live in today. You know what I'm saying? And it has been for a while. And every year it becomes more and more intensified and yeah, and solidified at that. But you still have to make your move anyway, because if you don't, if you don't move or make any moves for that matter, you're going to be left stuck, literally. And I realized that's the position that I was placing myself in, allowing myself to stay. And eventually I got tired of it and I just said, man, F that. Like, I'm going to make something out of myself. I'm going to actually invest in my interests in whatever way I can right now, regardless of my current like financial situation, how much resources I have, what equipment I can use. None of that matters to me like anymore. Not really. I just, put out the content that I want to make, and I make sure it's of a decent enough quality, or well, I should say decent enough. I should say high enough quality for what I can do at the moment. Like for example, I got this other YouTube channel that's called Romeo Remakes, and I make music on there, and I just sing into my phone, literally. I use like my iPhone 14 that I'm recording with now. I just make covers, I get inspired. I pull up instrumentals on YouTube and I just start sifting through different beats, different like loops for pianos and guitars. And then I just started singing. And it's like I get better the more I do it. And I've been doing it for a while off camera anyway. And I just started to think like, yo, I could probably just put this on YouTube and see what happens. There's plenty of people making covers on YouTube. It ain't just me. And so maybe something will happen, maybe it won't. But if I'm enjoying it, then I don't really have to care. And that's the kind of, that's like the good thing about it. Enjoying what you're doing what you enjoy. You don't really care too much about the outcome of it, because you'll be able to lasting doing it over time. Before you know it, 5 years has gone by and you've got 500,000 subscribers maybe, and you've got 50 million channel views, and probably like, I don't know, a couple thousand off of those millions of views, maybe 5,000 or whatever. I don't know how much YouTube pay exactly, right? And but the point is that you've got some success off of just doing something that you like doing. And that's kind of what I want to say for this video. It's like, if you're going through any period of procrastination right now, just like, tell yourself, like, ask yourself, what is it you like to do? What do you prefer doing in your spare time? And then how can you make that a product and put it out to the world? How can you present that to the world as like, this is my product, and this, it's up for purchase, and be proud of it. And it just takes discipline, dedication, and allowing the world to judge you, because people are going to say what they want to say. And it might be a reflection of what they feel about themselves is maybe what they'll actually say to you, when commenting on your work. But all in all, you don't got to take it that personal, you know, because I don't really reply to every comment that I receive. I just kind of see comments and I see the context of the nature of the comment. I'm like, if this is genuinely constructive, then might get a reply. But even then, I don't always reply. I kind of just be like, okay, saw, noted, and I'm moving on. Like, I got a comment saying like, you got a great voice, but you need better equipment. And it's like, I already made in fact, I think I already addressed this comment in a previous video on my channel. But it's like, yeah, I appreciate the criticism, but right now I can't get that equipment. I can't get that better equipment. So I'm just going to continue doing what I did. I continued. This comment is a comment I received maybe a month ago. And, you know, it's so since it's been a month, I continued, kept posting as consistently as possible. And um, I've gotten more subscribers since then. I think maybe when I received that comment, I must have had like 10 subscribers, something like that. I got 19 now, so almost double. And more channel views. And I got a video I got a short, my highest viewed short, I think was 5,000 views. So like clearly when I kept pushing the content, I just kept on seeing results because um, at least, the equipment it's not the greatest sound quality, the music that I'm producing, but what it is that it comes from like it's still high quality in terms of the range I'm showing within my voice. I don't really step out my range too much, but I still work on improving it. And it's felt, like the vibes is there, even if the quality isn't all the way. And so, if y'all really want better equipment, support me. Keep watching the videos, share the videos to a friend and families, and yeah, make the content circulate if you want it to, if you want the content to actually get better over time as well, like in all aspects, so visually, I don't even know if this is if it's a word, but audibly, well, yeah, it's a word, audibly as well, so that's my best response to that criticism. And it's a genuine one. So if you like skateboarding, or if you like mountain hiking, or if you like climbing, whatever it is you like to do, just go ahead and film it in any way that you can and post it on YouTube, because you got to understand, if you like doing these things anyway, then it's not really going to affect you doing it. You do it on a day-to-day basis, right? Who's really gonna see it? And if someone sees it, so what? That's what you wanted, isn't it? Otherwise you wouldn't post a video. So either way, you kind of got to see things as like, how can I get the best from a situation that's not always ideal? How can I see how to turn a potential L, into a W? Because we all got to take L's at some point. There was a period I was posting videos on my channel, and my voice started cracking in a lot of the content I was making. I was losing my voice. You know, I felt lethargic. The energy wasn't really there. The drive wasn't there. And so the content wasn't coming out as well. But I still had to post it. I was like, I could redo this again, but I don't know. Maybe at that time, I don't know what was going on with my voice. I think I was having vocal changes, like in my vocal chamber. And so, but I was still inspired during that time to make the songs. My voice in and of itself was good. It's just that it wouldn't stand the range or the duration of the recording, without having an interruption, like it cracking halfway through or me losing my voice halfway through, So, but I was like, I'm going to put these songs out. This is just a phase and a period. I'll get over this. They were still getting views anyway. And I got over it. And now I feel like my voice is back to where it needs to be. My last few songs have been seamless. Hasn't had any like coughing or grunting in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's back to business. It felt like back when I first started, but I just had to go through that rough patch. I felt like deleting all of those songs, but I didn't. I just kept them up there and I posted them the way they are. I listened back to everything and I kept it going, and it's contributed towards recent success that I've been seeing. But I got a very long road to go, and I got a plan with what I want to do as well. So it's all about having that long-term vision, I think, if you want to stick to something, and also having something that you like to do. We all got gifts, we all got talents, we all got different things we like to do. So it's better when you get some free time that you just check that out. Find what it is that you really want to do, that you think you could put on YouTube, that doesn't need to be censored or anything like that, because that might ruin your watch time and quality overall of your content. and yeah, and put it out.